Hello and welcome to the Round 7 Team Sheets video. It's George from Fantasy Take TV, and we'll go through all 9 games, the players that are in, players that are out, and a few players under some injury clouds potentially as well, so we'll cover that. And yeah, I think we can get straight into it. So first game, Friday, no Thursday game, which I don't mind to be honest, is West Coast versus Richmond. So the big one in Greg Clark, in McGovern, in SPS, out BJ Williams, Yo, Foley, Langdon. For Tigers, in Grimes, Soldo, Lambert, Rioli, Stack, out Ross, Parker, Mansell, Tarrant, Dow, and Cochin. So a lot of changes for these 2 games, but the main relevant one is Greg Clark. So if you're not aware, he's, I think, 20, I want to say mid-20s somewhere. Good contested ball winner. Pretty good waffle numbers, so should... Generally, good contested game at state level can translate into AFL level, but we'll see how he goes. A few people going early, I can understand that. If there's anyone to go early on, it's Greg Clark, but for me, I'll be going for Roses this week and then grabbing Greg Clark rather in the next few weeks. That's for a tongue twister for me for some reason. So yeah, he's definitely one you want to get in, and he has the middle bye, so I think we'll carry him through the byes, and you just be careful. If you bring in a guy with the middle bye, you already have McRae, maybe you have Took as well, plus you've got Greg Clark. That's 3 out in the middle bye, so you got to be careful bringing in a mid with that bye. But yeah, bye discussion, we'll do plenty of chat in the podcast and whatnot on that. So looking at West Coast side, so Witherden, I didn't actually see him play, but scored incredibly well. And he's shown, I think he scored a 170 a few years ago, so he's got the ceiling in him. Has a hamstring history many years ago and groin issue last year. If you want to go for him, I think he's a nice pod if you want to go for it. At the price, I'd probably pay for Doc, but yeah, he is top 3 defender potential. He's... Given how much ball he's going to get down there, given he's had this sort of scoring pedigree, the 170 a few years ago, he's got it in him. So can he keep it up for the full season? Maybe, not sure. But yeah, I think he's a decent pod. The interesting one here, so we don't know how long BJ Williams is out for. So Strandica could be an option if BJ's out for a while. Hugh Dixon's not named. He's emergency. And BJ Williams is out. So are they using Darling as Ruck support? So what's the go here? Is he just not ready? Like, why is he emergency? I don't know. So I hate it when clubs do that. So he should be best 22, but I'm not sure. And Andrew Gaff emergency. Like, what the hell was that about? Maybe wasn't he injured? I can't remember. So that's a little odd. No, he didn't play. Yeah, he didn't play last week. So, like, really strange. Oh, hang on. I don't think they have enough players potentially. That could be it. Not sure, but maybe, yeah. Hopefully we get an update on Dixon. And yeah, keep an eye on Strandica. I think he's on the bubble. He's played 1 game, I think. So see if BJ's out for a while. Richmond, Gibcus, really solid job security. Short named in the middle. I think he got 1 CBA last week. I wonder if they play mid. That would be pretty cool to see. I'd probably rather him down back, but we'll see how he goes if he does play middle. But yeah, this could be nothing. And that's pretty much it on a Richmond side of things. Thompson Dow, I think he's injured, so if you have him, maybe move him on. Depending on how long he's out for, but I'm not sure. So Geelong versus Fremantle, first game, Saturday, GMHBA. Out Dowhouse, in Tracy and Meek. Out Banfield, Taberner, and Sean Darcy. So Darcy just has a concussion, so expect Meek to be out most likely next week. Unless he plays out of his skin and they decide to play 2 rucks, but it looks like they want to play the 1 at the moment. SD Canfield, we like that. Maybe he gets a rest at some point, but I think I almost want to hold him through the byes, but we'll see. There's no real defender downgrades right now, so that's a little concerning. Guthrie. Duncan's not scoring super well. One I'm just totally not interested in this year, but could come good. That's pretty much it. Cooper Stevens emergency. Who's sub here? Don't know. Probably Zach Guthrie. Maybe Dowhouse again. Fremantle side of things. Where is O'Driscoll? Forward pocket. Okay, interesting. I think that's nothing. It's probably trolling, I hope. So yeah, they get... Oh yeah, they don't have Young. Young is not back and Chapman's not back. So that's a bit annoying. Maybe they helped O'Driscoll, not sure. So Very much whatever on the Fremantle side of things. Who sub? No one relevant, I don't think. I think Warner might be a rookie. One to keep an eye on. Yeah, not much here. Adelaide Crows out Hamill, in for GWS. Cooper Hamilton, Jesse Hogan in, out Stain, De Boer, and Tanner Bruin, who was taking, I think Morris Magic tweeted he was taking about 30 to 40% CBAs. Hopefully they'll go to Cornelio, but we'll see. Ward got a lot of CBAs, so maybe they go to Josh Kelly, we'll see. Now the issue here with the Crows is Hinge is emergency. Now, I think Fogarty's been actually quite good in this NFL, so I don't know if he's like a player they want to use as a sub. If Pedler's ahead of Hinge, I'd be pretty shocked. And then Schoenberg, I'm not sure how he's gone in this NFL, but you would think that he should be getting some games, but I think they're giving Haitley another chance. There's a good chance Hinge is sub, so you can definitely move on Hinge, I think, if you can. It's a bit of a shame because he really should be playing. I'm a little lost as to why he's not playing in the ones team, so yeah, if he's sub, he's probably going to potential to kill his cash gen. He might come on with a good score, who knows, but or you could hold if you wanted. I think he should be in the best 22, but if you got to get rid of someone and Hinge is the guy, I think you can, but yeah, I'm a little shocked that he's not best 22 at the moment. It only takes one decent game and he'll lock himself back in though. So Crows, nothing much on that side of things. I guess Haitley's a 180k rookie, probably worth noting. Wasn't super great against, I think he was forwarded quite a lot against the Bulldogs last week. So I guess he's got the junior numbers and SNFL numbers, but just hasn't translated at AFL level. So give him another week. Yeah, Schoenberg's breathing down his neck for his spot. So it's probably unlikely that it pans out that he's a pick for us, but I think it's worth watching. The Giants down back, Whitfield on a wing. So I've been trying to say to people, early days he had a bad role. They've changed his role a little bit. Maybe they continue with that. He has no business at halfback. He's got to be half forward and wing. And, float down to halfback as well. So he's got to play everywhere. Don't lock him in the back half of the ground like they have been. Hold Whitfield. You got to hold. No point selling him. Upgrade around him and assess when your team's finished whether to upgrade him or not. Cogs half forward, 3.5. They always get named there. Green and Kelly on ball. And interchange. Finn Callahan's getting his third game. Bit too expensive. I think we'll get Greg Clark. Maybe the Carroll, I think we'll go through after. And a few other rookies on the horizon. Maybe McComb. So, yeah, I'm not sure this is necessary to go Finn Callahan. And Cooper Hamilton is I think his VFL numbers were high 60s average. So, I think he's young as well, taken in the rookie draft, I want to say. Or late pick, one of those two. So, doesn't really fit the profile of someone who will be a good pick for us, but he's 85 kilos and he's got good endurance, good contested ball, but lacks accumulation, which is in his draft profile. But I had 20 touches odd in a VFL. Just to watch, not one to go early on. Not 100% sure what his position is though. And De Boer is out, yeah, very much whatever. Where's a defender? Might be a defender downgrade for us at some point, but might require an injury down back. Now, Melbourne versus Hawthorn, in Viney, Lever, McDonald, great ins for them. Out Petty, Cozzy, Jackson, and Sparrow. So that's 4 out with health and safety protocols. A few rumours going around that maybe Petrarca was one, Oliver was living with Jackson, so maybe he was one, but should be all clear. Hawthorn in Callow Bramble. Bramble's really good. I wonder where they play him. Wing or halfback? I love watching Bramble play last year. It was a great rookie for us. I ended up playing him. I held him, and I ended up playing him over Shea Bolton. He was last year. Shea Bolton was that bad. Out DBJ, Finn McGuinness, and Josh Ward's being managed, so he'll be back. So you can hold him. I think Ward probably needs a rest. Looked like he needed a spell, I think. So I only caught a little bit of that game though, but yeah, started well, but apparently didn't finish too well. So you can hold. You can get rid of him. It's up to you. There's a lot of mid downgrade options that are coming in, so he might be one where you just get rid of him anyway. Melbourne, Bowie's been really good. Salem's still a fair way away, I think. I can't remember exactly. Truck on ball, Oliver on ball. We like that to be expected anyway. And then Dunstan's playing with Viney in the team. That'll be interesting. So see how that goes. And Hawthorn, they're playing. I'll just look at the back line. So Bramble's named on the bench. So I assume he's taking Finn McGuinness' spot maybe. So yeah, Bramble, I wonder if he takes kick-ins because he did last year, so it might hurt Sicily a little bit. Just depends where they want to play him because he can play wing. He got pushed up to a wing, I think, late last year, but definitely it looks to me like his best position is halfback. So McDonald named on field, that's good. So hopefully he can make some more money for us, if any. Even just don't lose money at this point. That's kind of what we're hoping for. Max Lynch actually restricted, gone okay last year, but I know Jackson this week should get more ruck share, so a lot of people that have gone are very much looking forward to this matchup, given Peter Laddams went 160 on Lynch. Like, what is Gorn going to do if that happens? So I'm bracing for... I've already mentally accepted Gorn's going to go 180 plus, so even though I don't know if that happens, but I've mentally accepted it, so when it happens, I'm like, yeah, I thought that was going to happen. So here we go. Callow, I forgot to mention, he is a forward key position player. I think they've tried him forward and down back. So, given DBJ's out, maybe they try him as key position down back. So, not 100% sure. Saturday night, St Kilda versus Port Adelaide. Ryder, Campbell in, out Jack Hayes, out Lena, out Marshall. So, I don't think Marshall's too serious. And then out Lockie Jones. So, Sam Hayes... Ryder's not exactly easy ruckman to tap against, so maybe his time on ground is low or something. Oh no, he was suspended, so he should be fine. We would have had a nice rest. Looking at the St Kilda side of things, nothing really here. Sinclair on ball, he hasn't really played on ball the past few weeks though. Jack Steele, beast. Can't wait to get him in. I hope it's sooner rather than later. Jake Steele does score better with Marshall, so want to watch how he goes this week. And yeah, Campbell rucking, I don't know if he's any good or not. Apparently he's been really good in the VFL though. Owen's emergency, so maybe, I don't know, Burns is sub will lean it. And then Port Adelaide, nothing of here. So Butters and Rosie named at half forward. Interesting to see if Rosie cuts into Butters mid-time. They did move Boak a little bit more half forward, but they'd been mad to take Rosie out of the middle after what he did last week. And I think, well, Butters was coming off gastro. It seemed 69 time on ground, so you would think that's the reason why his TOG was so low. I want to watch Butters still. Yeah, he's looked really good at times, but it's a few things have happened with him, so see how he goes. Yeah, nothing else, I don't think. Carlton versus North. In Silvani, Stocker, O'Brien, Matt Kennedy, out Boyd, Parks, Pitney, Cottrell, Satterfield. Oh, I thought we were getting Jack Carroll this week. Oh, he's going to be sub. I swear they announced Jack Carroll to play, or someone tweeted it. Okay, so yeah, that's, I don't know why I hope they don't debut him as sub. And then North, Aiden Bonner, Colin Jones, Stevenson, in, out, R2, let's just say that. Ben Mackay. Oh my god, Ben Mackay misses the Harry Mackay matchup again. This is incredible how they keep avoiding each other. Eddie Ford out, and Cherry is out. So he's out, I believe, read somewhere maybe a month with a foot issue. Yep, get rid of him, unfortunately. I think it's a little too long. I think our forward bench will be under pressure if you have Dixon. I have Durden and Roses. I don't really want to field those guys. I have to this week because of Cherry, but yeah, is what it is. So yeah, I would be getting rid of him, and it's so annoying because he has 30 break even, so could have got at least another 20-30k out of him, but yeah, that's whatever. Paul Curtis is a rookie, worth watching him. He played quite good, but he's 18-year-old small forward in arguably the worst team in the competition. So see how he goes. Horn Francis on ball. I think this is, I'm holding Horn Francis this week. I was planning to keep him until Grundy I was planning to trade him until Grundy and Cherry went down. So hopefully, if you still have him, hopefully he puts in a big one. Interchange. Flynn Perez. So if you grabbed him, I thought he looked okay. Not going to hurt you if you don't have him, but given how starved we are of defender downgrades, I think it will help your structure if you grabbed Perez. So see how we go. Not playing TP. Interesting. Collingwood versus Gold Coast. So these are extended benches because they are on Sunday. So Collingwood, Begg, Cox, Henry, Bianco, and Tyler Brown in. Out Grundy, must trade. He's out for, sounds like 12 weeks. Kruger's out. In McPherson, Luco, Farah, Roses, Adkins, out Corbett, and Will Power. I think he's done a soft tissue injury. Nearly said history because I'm so used to saying soft tissue history. So looking at Collingwood side of things, Jack Crisp named down back could be midfield. He's been more midfield, so it's just team sheets. So Dacos on a wing, he can play anywhere. To go in and forward, he's been their highest CBA mid, so that's probably a troll. Pendlebury mid, he kind of went in the mids late in the game when they needed to win. So yeah, pretty cruisy role. Just play off halfback and then hit the Scott Pendlebury button when you need to win the game and bring him into the midfield. So pretty cool. And I don't know who's playing from here. No idea. On the extended bench. And then Gold Coast, nothing really in defense. Pretty weak defense lineup. Ballard, Collins are good, but yeah, rebounders not as strong without Will Power. I wonder when Jack Boys is back. I don't want to remind myself of him, trading him in last year. Took in the middle, that's great. Rao Anderson, so you can still hold Rao. I traded him, but 100 break even, doesn't look like hitting it. Hits it when you trade him out. This is how it goes, but was capable, so yep, is what it is. And then on the bench, well, I don't know for sure if Roses plays. We'll get to find out before Friday night's game. I think he does play. He was quite good in the first 2 weeks. So coming off the calf, could be laid out. If you're bringing him in, make sure you have someone playing at F7 just in case he's a laid out. So I have Durden playing. God forbid I have to field Durden after he's 14, but at least he plays North. So might pull an okay score, but was basically a donut last week. So been really disappointing rookie Durden because paid up for him. Thought I was going to get 100 to 150k out of him, slow burn, and it just hasn't happened. Bulldogs versus Essendon. Sweet. Crozier, Vandermeer, Mitch Wallace, Rourke Smith. In, out, Anthony Scott. Out, Hugo Hagen. In, Brian Cutler Reid. Probably extended benches there. And on the Bulldogs side of things, I really like Dale this year. I think he's an option down back. Not the highest ceiling, but one of the cheaper ones if you want to go that route. McRae in the middle. Hopefully he stays there. Baz half forward, that's like whatever. He should play on ball, most likely. Now, Robbie McComb. I watched the Dogs game it was Crows versus Dogs, so my two teams were playing each other. I guess you could say that. He was not good. So they're giving him another go. Like, it's one game, first game at AFL level. We've got to give him another chance. So a bit like Josh Ward in the preseason. First game in the preseason was awful. Second game was nearly best on ground. So you got to give him another chance. So I don't know, like his job security is probably performance dependent. So if he, plays outstanding, 102k mid rookie, should make money, mature age, good VFL numbers, but not going to get that inside mid role. He could make a bit of money, especially being so cheap. It kind of helps banking that bit of extra money. So I would not bring Robbie McComb in this week, unless you have a crystal ball and you can see that he's going to play the next few weeks. But I didn't see enough to be convinced that he will hold his spot. I think it's performance based. See how he goes. Now on Essendon's side, nothing in defense, nothing really in the midfield. So Merritt's could be an option. He's been pretty good this year, so he's definitely one you could go for. Nick Martin on field, he's been outstanding, so happy to keep fielding him. I think it maybe at least 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks at least, he's got more cashed in him. So yeah, being the rookie of the year by far. Brody, pretty good as well, I suppose. Not really a rookie though. I think rookie, I guess it's under Horn Francis's price of 207, something like that. Hobbs in the forward line. So I'm just happy he's playing, to be honest, because I was like, dude, does he keep his spot? Like, not sure. I thought they should give him a few more games, and hopefully that's the case. So yeah, playing mostly half forward, able to take a few marks, and not probably as much as around stoppage. In the preseason, there were times when he looked really good, and there were times where he looked out of his depth when playing in the midfield. So not really sure what to expect from him. It was his first game, huge stage, Anzac Day, so I don't think you need to bring him in. I'd probably rather bank money and go to Greg Clark, to be honest, but I have him out of circumstances last week, and hopefully he keeps playing. But yeah, he did some okay things. He scored a 70 Dream Team in his 70 AFL Fantasy in his first game. So shows that he can hopefully, pull a 60 or 70 at some point. And then on the bench, Baldwin, not a rookie I would touch. Just no scoring power, unfortunately. And Essendon are not great this year, or so far. Swans versus Lions. This is the last game. In Sinclair, Stevens, Reid, Papley, Gould out. Logan McDonald, Paddy McCartan. Brisbane in Dev, Madden, Cockatoo, Fullerton, out Lohman. Really unlucky injury. So I think syndesmosis, some sort of ankle injury. Now, we'll start with Dylan Stevens. So extended bench, 7th on the extended bench. So I don't think he plays, and I think he's sub-risk. It's just so, like, who the hell goes out? Like, not McInerney, not Campbell, wherever he is. Who's on the, like, not Florent, not Blakey. Like, I don't think there's a spot for him, unfortunately. And then Will Gould putting up some really high numbers in the VFL. Watching Gould at AFL level, they've made him play a bit of key position, and he scored really poorly in preseason games. So I wonder, do they play him key position? So not as friendly as a role. So Sam Reid, is he playing? Or is he extended bench? Reid is named up forward. So Reid will play forward for Logan McDonald. And Papley's back as well. That's good. Just realised that. And yeah, Gould, not one to go early on or anything, but will be interesting to see how he goes and if he can hold a spot down. So one I'd wait at least 2 weeks for. And yeah, Papley in is quite big, so that should open up Heaney and Parker a little bit more. So for me, 470k for Luke Parker, that is free. I would be all over that if I could. Unfortunately, I have 15 other issues, and I want Clayton Oliver before he gets to 650k. So yeah, very annoying. I think I have to pass on Parker for now, but happy to pay like low 500s if I have to. But yeah, he was nearly 600k to start the year. So yeah, like, do they need him? McLean, Reid, Franklin, Haywood, Ronk. Okay, he's named a half forward. Still 470k. Should get enough mid-time throughout the year to score like 95 plus, at least 90. And that's worst case, I think. So Brisbane, not much down back. Zorko still down back. Coleman on the bench. Berry, I think a lot of people are getting rid of Berry this week. I think it's, he's held on in terms of his durability for this long. I would have no issues moving him on. He could make a bit more money, but I think you got away with the durability at this point. I would get out, to be honest. And that's pretty much it. So Kadeem Coleman, 260k. A lot of people were looking at him in the preseason. Was looking okay in the preseason. I wasn't too happy with a few things with him, but when I saw him play, but before that, we heard all these great things about him. Came back, scored about an 80 fantasy, 70-something Supercoach. A few people are interested in him. He can get stuffed. No preseason hamstrings ever again in my team. Ever. So don't even touch this dude. Don't entertain it. Don't waste your time. Plus, Zorko and Rich will take the kick-ins we thought Coleman was going to take. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys soon.